Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first ever HOI4 run. And we're beginning playing as El Salvador. Why are we playing as El Salvador and not something probably a little bit more new player friendly like, I don't know, Germany or something, or maybe Italy, because they're literally the dictatorial nation for a reason. Or some people suggested Romania, or some people suggested, I don't know, the UK or something. Well, the thing is, I'm not very good when it comes to large situations where you have to do months of planning, or not months of planning, but years literally of planning, as the German Reich. I tried that a couple times. It went successfully a few times, and yeah, I'm kind of sick of playing the German Reich after about 4 times of just figuring out how this video game works. And then I tried playing as Canada. They're quite slow to begin with, and then some things start to kick off after a while, but it does take a lot of development and other such things as becoming independent, something like that. So we're going to be playing as El Salvador, which is a fascist nation in Central America, and we have 2 delicious little neighbors next to us who we can start justifying on and trying to conquer. So let's assign these guys to a new army. Let's give them a brand new commander. There we go. Juan Pablo Fernandez. Very nice. He's going to be our general. He's level 1 general. Not bad at all. We have free research slots. So, I tried playing El Salvador about 2 different times. This is my 3rd time actually trying, and so now I have a little bit of a taste of how this scenario is supposed to play out, because I'm not a master of the game. And so, yeah, this is not going to be easy for me to actually get through efficiently. So, we're going to start with basic machine tools, and we could either go with the research, but we could be using that research time on that for better weapons, or support weapons, or any of these things. One of the things of which I think might require mountain infantry just to get in here. They require more training though, so mountain infantry is going to be maybe our actually first priority. Click for details. So, manpower is 1,000, training time is 120, recovery rate, okay. All this stuff's going on here, but there are increased attack, defense, and movement in the mountains and the hills. So I'm thinking mountain infantry just because we're going to be going for Honduras instantaneously from day 1. So we might very much need to do that. We're going to be going through our industrial effort rather fast because we need that armament effort just to get what we need. And then at some point we're going to be going for other things. So, United States, we literally cannot make buildings anyways, so that does not matter if we rent out our only civilian factory left. We're going to start with perhaps either support equipment. No, let's not go with support equipment just yet. We could go with, well, perhaps more industry, construction maybe. Construction speed's not important at all. Thinking support weapons and then weapons 1. Maybe just weapons 1 so we can get that out of the way. I'm thinking yes, that'll be important. Weapons 1 just to get that out of the way. No divisions in basic training, that is correct. So let's train up some guys. Let's just get 4 divisions, why not? Okay, you guys are not assigned to a front line. You can have a front line here. And the battle strategy, the offensive line is going to be very default sort of thing. So we have the 3 divisions going in there, and then insufficient resources and low manpower, because of course we have almost no men whatsoever. That's going to be one of our first goals, is just to grab what we need. But to speed 5, since we're not going to be doing much at all. First thing to do with political power will be either changing the economy. Well, no, that's not important at all, really. Basically just changing us to limited conscription because we have enough war support for it. Perhaps even maybe extensive conscription if we can. Probably not, but again, possibly. So El Salvador is a very small nation. Why did I decide to choose this nation? Well, I already kind of explained it, but again, you only need to really take the capital. That's the only victory point of each of these countries, of Honduras and as Guatemala, so in theory should not be that bad. Once we get 50, we can justify the war goal against Honduras. Then all you need is some mountain divisions, or just to focus all your divisions really to head in there. Justification is going to take a while though, so they're going to be able to build up some infantry by the time that is done. The location in El Salvador. So I'm not particularly good at this game, considering the fact that I tried twice. I tried first declaring war on Guatemala, and then second declaring war on Honduras. The Honduras campaign went a little bit better, but we still were not able to take their capital because of the mountains there. Very, very difficult to attack into. The thing about Guatemala is that they just had enough divisions to hold me off from taking Guatemala itself, and that was the problem there. We have enough to justify the war goal, so let's start doing that on Honduras. Industrial effort is getting very, very close. We're going to want to basically throw down as many divisions as possible. Just to have as many people on the front line as possible taking stuff will give us enough manpower to probably snowball into the other countries. So I'm thinking we'll be doing just fine there. Let's go for political efforts so we can get that conscription done very, very quickly. Just get enough men to throw them all down into the provinces, into the army. Because who cares about reserves when you can just throw everyone at them all at once? Why not? Then we can recover after the war, and then we'll head over for Guatemala later. Yep, seems good. We need more manpower, of course, that's what I was just referring to. Also, when it comes to factories, you are producing the basic equipment, which is nice. Gonna take 50 days each, not bad. All out of men, unassigned divisions, let's assign them. I have no idea how loud the music is when it comes to comparison to my voice. In this video, I have it really, really low on my headphones, so I'm assuming it's not going to be too loud, because if it is too loud, then they get angry at me for using their music too loudly, so it's fine. It's fine, I'm sure. Another thing that happens with the armies in El Salvador, maybe just as every Central American country, is that you happen to have a lot of mutinies, and yeah, that happens when you have low stability and low war support, which happens when you declare offensive wars. Okay, we're getting some more men. When it comes to training things, we don't really have much political power to get stuff done. So I want to grab a military theorist. And then I want to... oh, wait, right. Actually, doing that is an important thing to do. Drilling your armies. I'm going to be setting... what am I doing? Hold on. I'm not sure if that was in the game or... actually outside. I thought I heard thunder. It's probably in the game, actually. Very realistic, I suppose. Right. We don't have enough to modify those templates. I'm not sure we want to modify those templates yet, because we really need to. Political effort, so we're going to be doing some things. First of all, we're going to want either a theorist or to change our... probably going to want to change this to limited conscription rather than volunteer only, so we can get more people into the army. Get some more guys sitting down. National focus, we're going to want to go for our armament effort. And then outdated equipment in production, just to get that new equipment going. And then we're going to get support weapons. And we're going to grab another industry thing. Concentrated industry, I'm assuming, is probably the best thing for us to do. Yep. And then after that, we're going to want to go for a naval effort. Because we're going to need some... more convoys to receive volunteer equipment from like Colombia or Venezuela, because they're fascist. Venezuela's probably going to send us some lend-leases, so we want some convoys for that. Not only that, but we're going to have to do a naval invasion on the rest of Panama, because military access does not work in this game the same way that it does in EU4, so you cannot simply walk through the United States territory right there. It's unfortunate, but oh well. The country is slowly mobilizing. It's going to take a while, probably. Yeah, 0.003% mobilization per day. It's going to take 3 days before it goes up by 0.01%, and then we get the manpower out of that. It doesn't go up every single day. It goes up once it's done a certain percentage. Decisions available. Factory output. Nope. We'll keep that. We could also reconstitute the Federal Republic, which would be interesting. Federal Republic of Central America. Interesting. There we go. Couple men into the army. At some point, it just sort of gives you a big boost, but upgrades, high upgrade priority. Reinforcements are okay priority. No, make that high priority, then that priority, and then that will be the lowest priority for equipment. We want our armament effort rather fast so that we can actually start pumping out a whole bunch of equipment to our men. Right now that is a problem. We have enough manpower, but we need more equipment for everything. They cannot train without the proper amount of equipment. They're receiving manpower, so 3 per day, which is absolutely garbage production efficiency. Literally just 3 per day. So let's at the top armament effort. That was that. Our military factories. Now producing more infantry equipment per day. It's not much, but it'll be enough to get some more training done. There we go. Close to the. There we go. That's done there. Having better equipment will be better just overall for us. We can also get a military theorist now. Oh, I love the sounds that all the tooltips make in this game. It's actually one of my favorite parts. Games are concluded. How long is this going to take? At least a while. Okay, not bad, not bad. Concentrate industry, and then from there we have the industry that we need just for the faster output. We don't need construction. That's not important. Should probably focus a little bit into our land doctrine. I also kind of want to go for artillery, but artillery is expensive. I'm not sure we can do that. Let's end up going for transport ships, so we can navally invade Panama at some point. They're building up their army as well, up to 3 divisions. Hopefully this will actually work out in the end. Hasn't been working out so far, really, but as long as we keep them from deploying using the rest of their land, we should be a-okay, just locking them into the mountains and surrounding them. Look at that manpower, rising so quickly. Very nice. Inside divisions. There we go, and now we have 7. Now what we should do with these is we should actually stop deploying them because 7 is enough. I want to have some leftover manpower. Divisions of basic training. Global training one. Actually, no. Upgrades is important. What do we need for this? Infantry equipment, not necessarily men. So we have enough men and equipment, but what we do want is some mountain divisions. So we're going to wait 21 days for that, actually. We don't need to train anyone right now. We'll just stockpile equipment. And then after stockpiling equipment, we can start delivering on some better equipment, or some better troops rather, some mountain divisions to help out with the attack on whatever this capital is going to be called. Alright, so let's do a naval effort because that just gives us 3 dockyards, which is fantastic actually. 3 dockyards in El Salvador. Support equipment 1, and then we're going to start developing the mountain infantry. It'll take longer to deploy and train up, but I think it'll be a big help in the long run against this country, Honduras. I'm just ready for people for war because we are actually going to war fairly soon. Let's stop doing that. It'll be against 3,000 troops and we have 7,000 troops. In theory, we should be getting the big advantage here. Hopefully this goes well. If this doesn't go well, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. What we're going to do is we're actually going to delete this command. Select the entire army. We're going to not select that one. And then we're going to defensive line. 6 divisions to actually focus on that, and we're going to have that 1 division just staying right there. Defend the capital. Pacification is done. Declare war. Please. Declare war to conquer. It says conquer this instead of just. Okay, that's fine. We have no divisions of basic training still. Okay, let's train up 1, I guess. Billable war goal. How close is my thing gonna be done? It's gonna take 165 days. Do we want to declare war before they have enough troops? Possibly. F3. No manpower? Yes, of course. Okay, start training them, I guess. I'll keep these guys on training until the time is right. These up more equipment, I suppose, but it's fine. You guys just need infantry equipment, and then you'll be ready to go. Okay. We have a giant stockpile of old infantry equipment, don't we? Don't know what that sound was. Oh my god. Okay. Does not have any deployment ready to deploy. Okay. Then after that, we're just gonna have that set to 1, so that it'll be done, and then we can start training up other guys. This effort is done. Very nice. We can start using that to start doing some other things. Let's grab that. Well, let's start with some naval things, because we have these, and we're just going to be making convoys. It's going to be all of them, I guess, 3 per month. Not bad. We're out of steel, and we're out of oil, so we're going to ask kindly. Well, I mean, that's not really a big problem. Hold on. Our construction, well, the amount of factories that we have does not allow us to actually ask for any more, so I suppose we're just going to have to get there. Sure, it'll be okay. We're going to stop doing that to these guys. Let them regain their stuff. We're going to go in with 10 divisions against their 3 divisions. We should be able to absolutely crush them. Well, of course, in theory. Princess censorship? Okay, that's fine. Resources, of course. Available war goal, modify government. We can do that. What should we do for modify government? We should add a political advisor, of course. Actually, no, they're all bad. We should add a chief of army, of course, for army offense to be faster, because all these guys are kind of bad, and we don't really need cavalry or anything. So let's go with army offense. Make sure everything's going to be all nice and dandy. These guys are going for submarine efforts, which is just not my problem at all. We can allow the people of Maximiliano Hernandez Martinez of Caudas. Maximiliano? That's what I said, I think. That's not in my country, right? That's in his country. Yes, okay, he just crushed all the fascism out of his country. Is he training? Oh, he's training his troops. Okay, yeah, this would be a very, very nice time to strike, actually. Wait for these guys to be done training, and we'd be 100% A-okay, ready to go and murder. Okay, let's move on to what else do we need? A doctrine, that is what we need. Okay, we can also do industry things, but we don't need industry, do we? Factory output, dockyard output, max factories in a state. We could go with more concentrated industry, of course. We could also go for perhaps support companies. No, we don't need support companies, really. We need better infantry equipment and stuff. We need better equipment for people. But really, there's not much we can do, except maybe we should get a doctrine like mobile warfare, because delay will be extremely effective in the future. Okay, so let's wait until, because they're going to be easy to kill at some point. Just screaming in the background, like, please calm down. Maybe it's a convoy thing. There's a lot of just yelling from random troops. Oh my god, please stop. I'm not fighting these guys just yet. Oh, did I lose my... I lost my... That's a joke, right? I lost my justification? Oh, seriously? I lost my justification. I literally just lost my justification. Okay. I don't know how that happened. I have literally no idea how that happened. Deploy units, of course. El Salvador. I don't even know anymore. We have an army of 10,000 strong, or 10 divisions rather. And we're going to start getting some mounted infantry in there as soon as possible. Into the training queue. I literally just have no idea, even slightly, how I lost my justification. But it's kind of gone now. Armament effort 3 is completed. Let's go into construction effort so we can start asking for more things. More trades and stuff like that. Let's go for production already just went into there. We're making 12.85 a day. We have enough equipment. We might not have enough men in the future, but equipment will be fine. Basically, as many divisions as you can grab, we're just gonna do that. Maybe with the money that we have, we should actually add that to at least be 10. At minimum, we have 10. Start eating up some manpower as well. Definitely. Okay. Okay, so justification of Honduras, we need 9 more political power, and we'll literally take an entire year. That's gotta be a joke, seriously. Just that. Okay. But against you. 48 and 240 days, but you have more men in total. You have a lot more men than I do for recruitable population, so you have to, I guess, go through that again. That's ridiculous, honestly. It's gonna take so long. And we have literally no manpower. Why? Is it conscription? Why? Oh. Because they don't like the fact that I'm conscripting everyone. I have less support for war. I don't even know what happened. This is kind of stupid. I don't even know what just occurred here. Hey America, you stopped trading with me because? Did I lose a factory or something? Something explode? What happened? So when I thought everything was going right and then things just don't go right. I have 2 and they're making consumer goods because why? I require 2 for no good reason as far as I'm concerned. Literally like 100% is being used because of this. Like 100%, literally 100% is being used by civilian factories. Or by consumer goods. We have a militant infantry at the very least. Let's go with perhaps did I go with the land auction already? Yes, I did. Okay, engineering then. Change the popularity of communists. So my country's starting to become communist because I'm conscripting everyone. That's fine. That's fine. Civilian factories that I'm going to be using for trade to United States. International focus set. Let's do some more construction effort. So the only thing that really happened is I got a little bit of communism. That's fine. Literally can't declare war for stupid reasons, which is cool. That's fine and stuff. They have less manpower. I don't have enough manpower to fill in everyone. It's okay. I don't think we can even afford this many convoys, actually. We're gonna keep it at that. Just a 1 per month, I guess. Can't afford to do that. Rebuild other ships? No, we cannot. We really cannot afford to keep making that many. When it comes to insufficient resources, now we're only -1 for steel. It's good. Okay. Justification is going to take so long. It gives me more time to prepare for war because they're not going to be preparing for too much war. They're going to be preparing first, but not too much. Okay, that's cool. I have to recheck my plans before I actually go into war. A little bit of communist popularity, but that's not a problem. Literally gonna take 200 more days, that's cool. Finish Civil War. That's fairly late into the game, I believe. Later than usual. We have 22 convoys, which means we can... Convoys, Lama. Which means, Venezuela's gonna be able to grab a couple of good things here. Really are hard to actually manage to get things done here. Okay. Remilitarizing... militarization of the Rhineland just happened. Well, not just happened, I suppose it happened much earlier, probably. They have how many? Between 4 and 5, and I have 10 divisions. They have 1 factory, I have 4 factory. That's military factories, right? More construction effort, so we can ask for more things from the United States. We're going to be asking, hey, can you give us even more iron? That'd be great, thank you. And from our military factories, we can produce a couple more convoys. And then we can do infrastructure effort, I suppose. Actually, some army effort first. War escalates. Okay. World War II is not going to be a big impact on the country at all, really. It's not going to be a problem. Could ban communism. Base stability decreases. Okay, I'm not doing that though. Not a problem. Chemical engineering is over. Let's grab some, maybe a naval doctrine? Begin fleet, trade interdiction, base strike. Start grabbing actual ships, submarines specifically. Getting a little bit anxious because I still don't know why that justification just sort of deleted itself. It's going to take a very, very long time for us to get that back, and they're starting to build up their divisions very, very slowly. They dislike us a lot because war goal justification, right? But like, we already did that before. I'm kind of confused as to why things are the way they are. We can do more things like this, so let's grab maybe either captain of industry or maybe a fascist demagogue. Play fascism support. Try to overwhelm some other things. These things are just not important at all. Don't need a tank designer, can't grab one anyways. Artillery designer, maybe? Artillery research, weapons and equipment research. Still concern? Still research time. Well, we can grab maybe a... We don't need fascism or whatever. Maybe material designer, so infantry equipment designer? Maybe? Weapons and equipment research time decrease? Maybe? Perhaps? Would that be okay? Maybe. Perhaps. Man, I am rather upset that that justification is gone. Like, I can't even voice how upset I am that that justification is just completely deleted. Oh well. Army effort will give us a better... After mobile warfare is done, we'll be able to use delay, which is an important tactic, and this will take... How long give me this? This will take a couple of days. And we can use this to actually grab our next research. 12 days left. Okay. Still have insufficient resources, especially oil, rather, more than anything else. But we can't exactly grab more civilian factories, anyways. We can grab factories along the way when we're conquering things. It's not a big effort. It's not a big problem, rather. Let's go for doctrine effort. We want to just sort of plow through that doctrine. This will be done in 10 days. We can get our next doctrine thing. Command power is enough to actually upgrade this guy, even though he'll lose a point. We could upgrade him. Could promote him. Get rid of 1 point. I don't know. We don't need to upgrade him to field marshal or anything. I'm not field marshal. What even is he right now? He's a general. I don't know how titles actually work in this game, so I'm not going to pretend I do. Mobile warfare is done. % less. There you go. And then when that's done, hopefully we will actually be able to get more things done. Hitting this button will, flex when selected, we'll change it to volunteer only. Okay, well I don't want to do that, I still need those people in the army. For another 100 days. 100 days of just doing nothing. 3 in a little bit. Entire months of just doing nothing. We stand united against Honduran ideas, apparently, which does nothing good for us. It just it's a fun event that sometimes apparently occurs and does nothing. We have low stability, so we're getting low political power every day as well, and we have low war support, even though I'm hoping at some point the world tension is going to rise enough for war support to increase. Nationalist Spain is having their thing go on, maybe when the German Reich decides to grab some parts of Czechoslovakia, we will be doing A-OK in terms of war support. I don't know why world tension like decreased so quickly. I mean, Japan literally just declared war on all of Asia. I'm saying it essentially. They declared war on basically the entirety of China. So I don't know. I don't know why world war support's just decreasing. Getting a little bit more support for communism now, I believe, because I'm not going to let that just sort of cripple my ability to field men. We do have a certain number of convoys, though, which is good. Once submarines are done, we're just going to scrap the convoys for subs. Ocean effort again. More Italian than Yugoslavian, so there we go. We're getting a little bit more support, which will decrease itself right there. Will it really change anything? Oh, not really. Apparently, I don't know. Infrastructure effort, that might be important for moving things around, but it's not entirely important. Aviation effort, flexible ability, large navy maybe? Or... okay, let's go for flexible navy because that's wolf packs and submarine warfare, and that's going to be kind of our thing. But for now, equipment effort, I think, is a better option. Okay, that's fine, because we have enough war support to actually allow ourselves to have this sort of thing that we're doing here. Ocean effort. How close are we to getting this done? Not very. I'd give it until about February next year. I think is when we're going to be able to actually get something done. And so this isn't really going to be an episode thing, is it? Until we can actually get something done, or else it's just going to be boring. Submarines are done. Let's get maybe some... I don't know. Support equipment, maybe? Because other things are not very important. So armor, I guess, at some point we could get better tanks. Get some tanks, I suppose. Start with some support equipment so we can get some support things. Decisions are available. Improved ban communism, super censorship, censorship, it's fine. Won't be doing that. These men may or may not be more trained than I am. I mean, 3 to 5, but I can see 4, so I'm sure they don't have anything in the back. They'd probably just be facing on the front. We're close to being able to modify our government. Stability is possibly increasing, maybe. I have no clue. Possibly. Convoys are increasing, very nice. We actually have the ability to create submarines now, so let's scrap all the convoys, don't need those. And let's create some submarines. Which we need more oil. We need more oil, but we cannot get oil, so that's fine, I guess. Interesting development, end of the Spanish Civil War. Nationalist Spain won, that's what they usually do. Sometimes, I think the last time I tried El Salvador, the other side won, Republican Spain won, and that was interesting. Let's grab someone who can do something here, maybe a ship designer, or perhaps one of these guys. None of these things are actually like important for me. Maybe like amphibious invasion speed or something, I don't know. Other than that, nothing's really standing out to be particularly interesting. Suppose we could do that. Justification is almost done. Very nice. I'm not training the troops because I want to stockpile equipment. I want to make sure we have what we need. We have 6.4 in reserves for infantry equipment. We just finished delay, which is very, very good. We're going to be plowing through elastic defense as well. And I did that thing. I didn't do that thing, I mean, that I was supposed to do. We're supposed to be these things. Oh, we literally just don't have enough manpower for them. So I did stupid things, and I was kind of stupid in what I did. Hopefully it won't matter. Maybe we can just outnumber them and do just fine with our advanced equipment and good things. Hopefully. Because we don't have any other option. So we have to wait 5 days and then we'll be able to instantly go to war. Maybe we'll be able to do some things where we can surround them and then just plow in. So let's try something. Conquer. And send. Declare war. So before we actually start this, I want to scrap this order, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the entire army, except for one guy, and then draw the offensive line for these guys. That. This guy's going to stay here. That's what I want him to do. I'm going to turn this down to speed 3 and then see how things are going. These guys are going to be grabbing attrition because maximum attrition present. Why? I don't know why. But really, I want you guys, those 4, to stand here. You guys stay there. You're attacking because I think I just sort of told you guys to attack instead of what you really should have been doing. So at some point we're actually just going to demolish these guys. Seems we're getting those hard victories going on here. Equipment effort is done even, which means we can grab some better equipment even. Let's just keep plowing through the doctrine. Anschluss of Austria. Okay. We don't have... So every single casualty hurts here, basically, because we have no one to reinforce them. We have to win quickly and sort of get it all done. We have to literally just get it all done very fast. Delay tactics, movement, and attacker. Okay, that was the tactics that I used. The delay. Attacker, tactic damage. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Over time we're actually getting stuff done. I'm just gonna wait for this to tick up to its maximum, and then just get things done and ready. We are destroying them better than they are destroying us. We have enough manpower. We have a lot of organization, really. Tons of organization. They are losing all their organization and plenty of men. They'll just allow us to go faster into their territory. I did just decrease that. Okay, nothing can be done about it. Draft dodging. Oh boy. Right. So what'll happen if we do nothing about it? Probably draft riots or conscription rebellion. If we do nothing about it, but we can't do anything about it right now, so we're gonna have to let that play out. Because we're not really drafting anyone anymore, like we're just doing our things here. Alright, so what we are going to be doing is, yes, we're going to... Let's pay attention to what's going on here. One's going here. We want these 3 guys. We want all of those men in going in there against the one guy. And this guy will keep them all occupied. Even if he's losing, it'll keep them all occupied to the point where they will not intervene in the mountains. At the very least, I think that's what we can manage to do. At the very least, that's what we can do, I believe. So, we'll let these guys lose against the battle there, if it allows us to win here. Lose that battle in order to win this war. In fact, we're actually sort of winning on that front. Now I'm just sort of confused in several different ways, but I don't even mind, actually, to be honest. Oh my god, wow, okay. Don't have enough... Okay, things are actually going in my favor. What is this, an actual video game that's doing well? Did I actually do things well? You guys let me know. I literally have no idea if that was the right thing to do or not. I just sort of did it, and I hope to sound like I knew what I was doing, but it seems that the pressure that we're applying on them is actually enough that we're starting to win this war. All we need to do is capture the city, which we're quite close to doing, and we have all of our forces focused on there, and we're actually doing really, really well. Nice. 94%, we are close to just taking them down, which means we should start justifying on these guys as well. Okay, so if this is going badly, then I wouldn't start justification, but we literally just did that. Oh my god, okay. Conquered it all. Enter. And we're done. Wow. El Salvador is doing some good things. That is incredible. I had no idea that I would actually win that, and I didn't actually think I would if yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea that would actually end up working out in my favor. So we're gonna have them deploying in... Well, we'd want them up top or down there? Maybe we want them down in San Salvador? Well, it doesn't really matter because the Panama's Canal there. Panama Canal is there. The port's on the top side, so maybe... Is that where we have to invade from? Does not really matter, does it? I don't think it does. Okay. So, didn't expect that... I didn't think I would actually get this far, so what do I do next? Well, we still have all these men. Go this way. Let us just create our thing there. Wow, we are actually a strong nation. We are doing strong nation things. as if we're like, what, actually relevant or something? Incredible. But what is even more incredible is that this is going to be the first episode of our HOI4, and that it has kind of come to an end, regardless of how long it has been. I'm expecting this kind of a long episode, but look at us. We actually got something done as a very, very small nation. I'm proud of myself for being kind of a starter player on HOI4. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.